You could have everything evened out on your calendar and come home at 6 o'clock and spend time with your family. But if you're miserable, that's not balance. That may be balance on a surface level, but that's not really balance within yourself. And it's not gonna have the effect that you want it to have. Hello, this is Lorraine, and welcome to Healthy Living, Spirit, Soul, and Body. So today I am here at a park in my neighborhood, and I am going to be talking about balance. Balance is an interesting topic, interesting subject. All different types of balance, all different ways people try to get balance into their lives. When I'm at a park like this, I think about a seesaw. When I was a kid, that's what they had in all the parks, was a seesaw. And you would find somebody that you felt was approximately the same weight. And, you'd push off and push on and go back and forth, and maybe even try to balance it so it didn't move at all. But our lives are like that a lot of ways. We try to find balance. We try to prioritize different things so that we can fit in everything that we want to do and that's going to bring us happiness. A couple of definitions of the word balance. One definition is an even distribution of weight, enabling someone or something to remain upright and steady. The second definition is a condition in which different elements are equal or in the correct proportions. Another definition of balance is to keep or put something in a steady position so that it does not fall. Another definition of balance is to offset or compare the value of one thing with another. One of the ways to achieve balance is to take some time and figure out what is really important in your life. A really good illustration that I heard involving a jar, large rocks, small pebbles, and sand. Okay, so picture in your mind an empty jar, and you have, say, large rocks, and you put them into the jar, and the jar looks full because you can't fit anything else in there. Then what do? You add the pebbles, and you shake it around, and you realize that there was still space in the jar. And then you pour in sand, and you shake up the jar, and all the sand goes into all the little cracks and crevices, and then the jar is really full. So the illustration is to show that how important it is to put the most important things in your life in your jar first, okay? And then all the other little details of your life will find a place. Okay, if you don't and you put the pebbles in first, you're not going to be able to fit many rocks in, if any at all. So really bringing balance into your life is going to take a little reflection. Okay, you have to come to the decision about what's really important in your life, and you have to put those things in your life first. You have to make time for those things. Okay. And that may not be easy. There may have to be things that you're going to have to give up, but that's part of balance. Balance has got to be important enough to you to make those tough decisions. So having said all that, the bottom line is balance is not easy. First thing that you have to do is make sure there's balance in yourself, okay? And you have to spend time to find out what's really important to you. And that's not something that's going to be done in 15 minutes, okay? You have to be real with yourself first of all. And the other thing that's really important is that everybody places family as the most important thing, but really your purpose is the most important thing. If you see it that way, really everything will fall into place. when you see that getting balance within yourself, finding your purpose, and working toward fulfilling it will bring balance and joy into your family like nothing else will. You could have everything evened out on your calendar and come home at 6 o'clock and spend time with your family, but if you're miserable, that's not balance. That may be balance on a surface level, but that's not really balance within yourself. And it's not gonna have the effect that you want it to have, okay? The bottom line is, like I mentioned, you need to find balance within yourself. And how do you do that? First of all, you need to take time. You need to set aside some time and make a list of the things that are really important to you. What do you feel that God is leading you to do? What is your purpose? What do you see in your heart that's been a dream? You need to make that a priority. And when that's a priority, you need to let your family know, because really whatever God has called you to do is part of, your family's part of it, okay? And when you have everybody included in your vision, in your dream, it will bring unity. I know many people, just off the top of my head, John Maxwell has, his family life is very important to him. However, he is very busy. I know that his family is part of his vision. What he brings home to his family is a sense of achievement, the sense that your visions can be realized, the sense of integrity, paying off. But that's what it's all about, bringing yourself as a person of quality to your family. Okay, that's real balance. So I would just encourage everybody that might be listening to this that balance is not something easy, but it's worth it. Okay, I would just suggest that really spend some time. It might take a couple weeks, might take a month, to really, really search your heart to find out what it is that you're called to do and do it. You don't want to sacrifice your calling for your family. I know that's not going to really bring happiness, and it's not going to be pleasing in your heart to, not going to please you or God. So the most important thing you need to do to create balance in your life is to find out what you've been called to do and start focusing on that. And bring, as I mentioned, bring your family into it. Let them be part of the vision. You're going to bring valuable things back to your family when you actually have balance within yourself. And here's another way of illustrating balance based on what I just talked about of you fulfilling your purpose. Picture a plane, okay? And both wings have to balance for the plane to fly, okay? Now, if you're the type of person that tends to shy away, that tends to want comfort, that tends to draw within yourself, then in order to create balance for you, you need to stress working hard. You need to stress getting out of your comfort zone. You need to push yourself to really be who you are, to really be and work on all those strong qualities that you have so that you can fulfill your dream. And on the other hand, you might be someone who is always jumping at the bit, who is always maybe going ahead of God and always running after things, trying to fulfill their vision or trying to create peace within themselves. And that person needs to balance themselves off by spending more time in quiet, spending more time with God, spending more time by themselves, okay? So that's another way of looking at balance. You have to know yourself and find what is it that you need to do so that you can keep your plane steady and so that you can finally reach your dreams and your goals, okay? So I hope you enjoyed my some tidbits on balance. It really is a passion of mine to encourage people to go after their dreams. If you want balance, like I said, it's not easy, but it's worth it. Start to spend time by yourself and to really get a list and make a list of what's important to you and revive some of those dreams that may have died. Okay? So thank you so much for taking some time and listening to my podcast this week. As you can see, it's getting a little chillier out. I got my little down vest on, but it is so pretty in New Jersey. There's still quite a few leaves on the trees, and I am just really enjoying fall this year. So have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now. And also, subscribe. Please like this video and subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified every time I have a new video, which I usually do Monday mornings. So have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.